Makerfield report. Good morning, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching as always, it is appreciated. As a Restore Britain member, I went up to Makerfield today, up in Wigan. It's up in my patch and I wanted to test the waters, speak to like-minded people and get a feel for the constituency and the people there, and also obviously to mingle with other activists, campaigners and people of the right of centre in this United Kingdom. And a few things I want to dispel first of all. Rumour control. Here are the facts. On the ground, there is a swell of ground support, both locally and people coming from all over the UK to support Restore Britain in this by-election. There's also been rumours, or I'll be polite, I'll be kind and say misinformation from other YouTubers that are saying the Restore Britain candidate, Rebecca Shepherd, is missing in action. I was at the campaigning today, I was at the canvassing today, and she's there. She's approachable, she's personable, she comes across very well. In fact, I had a bit of imposter syndrome while I was there at the gathering today, simply because I think everyone gets that when you dip your toe into activism or campaigning is, do I fit in? Is my face going to fit? But then you collect your thoughts, your feelings, and you're like, well, this isn't about me at the end of the day. Whether I come across well or not, immaterial. It's about the country, it's about getting our country back and showing people that the support is there, as I say, not only in the constituency but broader and further afield. Now, I didn't see any Labour canvassers there today. There were a few Labour signs in windows, just a few. But just like in my constituency in Runcorn and Helsby, the Labour campaigners and the Labour members seem to be in the detached and semi-detached houses behind council estates and not true working class people who've done very well with mass migration and they want to protect their vested interests. The Reform Battle Bus was there. I didn't see many canvassers or campaigners for Reform UK. I feel, and every time I go out to a Restore event or even speaking to Reform UK voters, I get the feeling that their grassroots support has completely, if not effectively, dried up in the past year or so. Now that enthusiasm, that fervour, that feeling that the local people all over the country can make effective political change, that energy seems to have been transferred and transposed onto Restore Britain. I personally think they are going to do a lot better in the election than many pundits in the legacy media predict. You'll remember in the last week or so they put out a poll saying that Restore Britain is polling at about 7%. Now, intel from the Grassroots, back to head office, has it in the high teens, maybe late 20s by now. And this is positive, this can only be a good thing. What I can say is it was very heartening to meet so many patriots and just concerned citizens that not only aren't racist gammons, as the legacy media and parties would tell you, but they are genuine people, working class people, that are very, very politically clued up. There was a poll that came out last year that said about 8% of the general public know who Rupert Lowe is. That is a lie. I don't buy that for a second. Think about it. If Reform UK last year was polling between 30 to 35% in the polls, there was not a single Reform UK voter that wouldn't have known the names of the 5 Reform UK MPs, Rupert Lowe being one of them. That's just my opinion. As always, your mileage on that may vary. I wanted, as I say, to get a feel for the people and the activists on the ground. What is the split like between people outside the constituency and people that are coming in to support Restore Britain. Personally, I think it's about 50-50. 50% local from local constituencies and 50% from further afield. Now, I went on a weekend day. What the footfall is on the weekdays is anyone's guess. How successful we were today, because there was a lot of sports and events on, and many people won't answer the door or want to watch the sport. Again, that's up for debate. But there is a real sense of positivity and a can-do attitude. And I don't see that from the Reform grassroots. It seems to have evaporated. Many people are saying, well, why are Restore Britain running in this by-election? Why are they risking splintering the vote? They're a political party. Restore Britain is a political party. What a political party is a group of like-minded people wanting to make political change in the country that they belong to. They tend to stand candidates in elections, win votes, get representatives to Parliament to make the change that they want and they have voted for. That is the point of a political party. That is the point of Restore Britain. That is the point of Reform UK. That is the point of the legacy parties, the Lib Dems, the Tories and Labour. What are the potential outcomes here? So firstly, if you juxtapose this against the Gorton and Denton by-election, it was a masterstroke for Restore Britain to launch during that by-election. It disrupted the narrative that reform is inevitable. Matt Goodwin parachuted into the area, didn't win his seat, and it forced Reform UK to change tack, copy campaign literature from Restore Britain, and even put in a local bloke in this by-election. So that's point number one. They've disrupted the narrative that Reform UK is inevitable. And number two, they have forced Reform UK's hand to stand at local candidates. So the genuine British voter has choices at the ballot box. Good choices. Not career politicians or steady pairs of hands that nobody really likes. Then you look at the potential outcome of the vote in the by-election. Well, there's a few potentials. The nothing burger, they don't achieve anything. If you're polling 7%, that the legacy media is saying that you're polling at, I don't think that's likely. I really don't think that's likely in the slightest. And from what I've seen today on the ground, I don't think that's plausible. Second, they put in a good showing. They put in a decent showing and they come third, behind Reform UK and Labour. Alright? Again, that could happen. It's a fledgling party. Crazier things have happened. Again, that's possible, of course. Third, they beat Reform UK and come second. That again disrupts the narrative that Reform UK is inevitable. And then finally, if they take the election, then everything's to play for. Everything's to play for. Now, what I am very positive about and very excited about is the knowledge, the breadth of knowledge and experience that I'm seeing in the grassroots of Restore Britain. It's heartening, and I'm here for it, and I'm really happy. So you want to pay little mind to people that haven't been to the constituency, and they're saying, well, Restore Britain is a nothing burger, it's not going to go anywhere. Go up, see for yourself, and then make your own judgments. I can tell you that Rebecca Shepherd is a good candidate, and I can tell you that she's very much there in the constituency fighting for every vote. I hope to see a lot more patriots next time I go up there, and all across the UK. Many people this weekend are actually down at the Restore Britain conference down in London. So there was many activists and leads from branches that probably weren't up in Makerfield this weekend for that very reason. Rest assured, this is going to be an interesting by-election. Everything's to play for, and as always, this isn't a slight on any Reform UK voter or grassroots member of Reform UK. You are all very good people, and I look forward to seeing you soon. I appreciate your time. I hope I've been clear, concise. Smash that like, hit that subscribe, and you comment below. Do you believe the media is spin, or do you believe real people on the ground that have been up to see for themselves? Have a good day, and thank you for watching.